Welcome to the Sage Thought Leadership Podcast, building experiences that connect, remove friction, and deliver insights. Well, hi everyone, and welcome to our podcast. I'm Ed Kless, and with me today is Tigran Petrosyan. Tigran is the co-founder and CEO of Annotate, an end-to-end platform that accelerates computer vision for applications to improve their quality of life. Tigran is a physicist who became a machine learning expert and is eager to help AI companies grow their teams as well as build products that people love. Data scientists, machine learning, and computer vision enthusiasts, engineers, project managers, and executives will benefit from this approach to resolving dataset biases. Welcome to the Sage Thought Leadership Podcast, Tigran Petrosyan.
Thanks, Ed. Pleasure to be with you today.
So first off, Tigran, why do you do what you do?
When I was doing my PhD research on biomedical imaging side of physics, I was seeing countless applications of computer vision in medical imaging side. How AI can help radiologists to do better diagnosis. I mean, it's a vast world itself. And then basically, this triggered me to kind of think of this a little bit more. I was doing my PhD, and my brother, who was in an area of more machine learning side, less on my medical imaging side, he had a technology that accelerates the backbone of machine learning, which is image or video annotation by several factors. We thought that there's a huge opportunity. We couldn't get more excited what we could build together. So we both dropped out of our PhDs to start this and really to make sure that what we build accelerates not only the medical imaging side of machine learning, but also countless of other applications there.
And what do you think is the future of machine learning?
Yeah, so obviously we see a lot of applications now in machine learning, like autonomous vehicles, aerial imagery analytics, Alexa, or any sentiment analysis, or like obvious ones. But there's so much more that we don't see much now, like reading documents, the text. You can imagine counting any kind of applications from images, videos. This is just a really tip on the iceberg. And currently, machine learning is spreading everywhere. So anything you can do with any data, whether it's visual, even textual, audio, all this kind of data that can be analyzed by us humans with our sensors can be done by machines much, much better and faster than humans. I mean, this sounds really scary from the first side, and it should be scary, but it is coming. So it's us to think about how we build those applications that benefit humankind, makes our lives easier, more sustainable, more safe. And I'm very optimistic around that. And the applications, especially where we're working on, really is doing that.
But it sounds like what you're saying is very specific, though, to a specific task where it's working hand in hand with humans, not just artificial intelligence going off on its own way. The way I heard it expressed is Watson won Jeopardy, but doesn't know it won. Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's true. The idea is, the simple case, it's not like AI will just replace radiologists to do diagnosis. You'll just make the life of radiologists faster, easier. They'll focus their time more on maybe better analysis of caring patients, or really doing just more than just looking at images, because everyone has a limited access of how much data they can process in a single time. So exactly, this is what I feel like machine learning can eventually accomplish more and more, really help people to make better decisions, make our life faster, make decisions faster, more comfortable life, creating the atmosphere where people can really feel like it's more helping them rather than replacing their jobs. Of course, there'll be transitions that some professions will vanish, but this was happening already in the last 40, 50 years, 200 years or more. And it's just the pace that it's a little bit fast, but if implemented well, adjusted well to these current changes, I believe this will be a huge benefit of the humanity.
Specifically with the imaging, is it not just a question of being able to see more images at one particular time, but also making a diagnosis earlier than a human would be able to? It's like seeing something on that image that a human wouldn't necessarily pick up. So it's diagnosing it earlier, not just faster.
Exactly. And also another problem is the one who's diagnosing, they're basing on their experience, right? How many images they have seen, where they've seen these patterns that helps them to identify certain, cancerous cells or any kind of disease one can have. It's just one example on biomedical imaging side. But machine learning algorithms that they have already can analyze millions, hundreds of millions of images, and their judgment can be so much better potentially. And there's so many applications there, and this is another key part why AI-oriented diagnosis in the future will be such a huge benefit for us.
And Tigran, we have an exit question that we ask all of our guests, and that is, who is a hero of yours, and why are they a hero? There's no particular person I would say as a hero. The way I'm trying to look at the heroes is the people who actually would sacrifice their pleasure, their time to do something for a greater good, whether it's for their family, their friend, their own country, the humanity, for the future, just making world sustainable. Anyone that is really passionate about creating something for the greater good by sacrificing a little bit themselves, that these people are all heroes, because it's hard. It's hard to not think. I mean, we're a little bit overall quite egoistic creatures, and many people really just think about, okay, how does that help me? What is the benefit of me? If you really kind of try to look a little bit outside of that, then you're my hero. All right, and lastly, Tigran, how can somebody contact you?
Yeah, the best way is to just reach out to my email, tigran@superannotate.com. And I'm happy to get involved and answer any questions, or if you want to chat with me, I'm happy to do that as well.
All right. Tigran Petrosyan, CEO and co-founder of Super Annotate. Thanks so much for being a guest on the Sage Thought Leadership Podcast.
Thanks, Ed. Great being with you.
Review and subscribe by searching your podcast player of choice for Sage Thought Leadership Podcast.